What up YouTube? How we feeling today? Hope everybody is doing great. It's Tuesday, a few days away from Gamescom, and we will maybe see some Division 2 content or even Heartland. I'm very curious what they're gonna show us. But today we're gonna have a look at, of course, the vendor reset, because all the vendors have been resetted. Thanks for clicking my content, really appreciate you joining me. And if you like my content and want to help the channel out, because that's how YouTube works, smash that like button, hit me up with a comment down below, and of course, smash that subscribers button with that little notification bell next to it to keep informed whenever I upload new videos. But are you ready? Let's go! And there we are, guys, at the White House. The first thing we can pick up is the sacrifice, of course, the named Providence chest with perfect glass cannon on there. But it isn't a great buy. It has weapon handling and health on there and way too low of weapon damage. Please leave it here. Converted SMG could be a little bit better as well. Not liking the 10.2% SMG damage and health damage combined with Outsider. Over to the custom P416. Fast hands on there could be a nice combo, but then the rest is a little bit too low, and I would love to see critical hit chance away for some damage to armor or damage to target out of cover. Over to the Diceros, handgun, go for the open world. Backpack from Wyvern with 8.2% explosive resistance, 7.4% status effect, and galvanize on there. You could combine the galvanize and status effect, then roll the explosive resistance away for example, skill damage. You have a pretty decent backpack. Vest from Alps with skill damage, critical hit chance, and Headhunter on there. Headhunter isn't the talent that you're looking for on an Alps, but the critical hit chance and the skill damage could be something if you want to go for a skill damage build, then roll the talent away. Over to the mods. 4.7% critical hit chance, the 8.3% health for your drone, the 4.2% damage for your turret, and the 4.9% blast radius for your sticky. Let's head over to the clan vendor. And there we are at the clan vendor. The forge is for sale again. Again, of course, that named Richter and Kaiser holster with 50% shield health and then 10.6% skill haste already on there. But we can roll that away for whatever we think is necessary. Over to the knee pads of Hardwired with 8.9% status effect already on there. But if you don't want to go for status effect, my opinion is always craft it because it has a skill tier. Same of course for the chest. It has 17.6% repair skills on there, but if you want to go for something else, always craft it. Over to the striker with 11.2% weapon damage on the chest, but 17k health on there. If you want to go for the striker's chest with a little bit too low of weapon damage in my opinion, roll that health away for whatever you think is necessary. Over to the black market RPK with maxed out headshot damage, steady handed on there, 14.3% LMG damage already on there as well, and then of course the other core attribute is damage to target out of cover. Steady handed could be very nice on an LMG, and then the headshot damage isn't that great to be honest with you, but the damage to target out of cover is already on there with a combination of 14.3% LMG damage, so you could roll the headshot damage away for some damage to armor and then just optimize the rest. This could be a very nice buy. And then over to the X45 maxed out pistol damage, so you can roll that reload speed away for whatever you think is necessary, some damage to target out of cover if you want to go for steady handed. Over to the classic M1A. Magazine size strained on there and a little bit too low of core attributes. 12.1% rifle damage is decent, but I'm not loving the magazine size on there, and strained could be a lot better if you ask me. Over to the G28, maxed out headshot damage, but then close and personal and rate of fire. Close and personal on a marksman rifle, no thank you, the rate of fire could be something else as well. And then over to the LVOA, maxed out rifle damage and boomerang already on there, so this gives us an opportunity to roll the health damage away for some damage to target out of cover. The only thing that you need to roll then is the critical hit damage to that max cap, and you have a very nice rifle. Over to the backpack of Alps with 8.6% status effect, 8% explosive resistance and composure on there. Not loving the combos of the attributes with the talent. Mask from GOOO, rainbow roll, but this could be a very nice rainbow roll because it already has hazard protection on there. This gives us the opportunity to roll that repair skills away for whatever you think is necessary, some crit chance, crit damage for example, and then optimize the rest. The 11.9% weapon damage could be a little bit higher, but the combo with hazard protection could be nice. Over to the mods, 8.8% skill duration, 4.4% damage for your chem launcher, over to the 16.1k armor on kill, and the 4.5% active regeneration for your shield. Let's head over to the campus and see what they sell us this week. And there we are guys, at the campus. The Carnage is for sale here, maxed out damage to target out of cover, but the rest isn't that great. Not loving the combo with headshot damage and the low LMG damage. Over to the SR1. Same, a little bit too low on core attributes, not loving the combo of killer with critical hit damage. And then over to the M249, could be a decent buy. 12% LMG damage already on there, with of course that damage to target out of cover, that's 7%. And Unhinged as a talent. Unhinged is a very nice talent on an LMG, so we can roll that health damage away for some damage to armor and then optimize the rest. This could be a very nice buy. Mask of Richter and Kaiser with 7.2% skill damage and 7.2% headshot damage already on there. I don't know if these are the attributes that you're looking for. Over to the holster of Fenris with the rainbow roll on there and not the great one, health and a little bit too low on weapon damage. Then over to the mods, 8.3% skill duration, the 4.2% damage for your chem launcher, the 8.5% reviver armor repair, and then the 6.3% cone size for your pulse, and of course the 4.3% duration for your traps. Let's head over to the theater. And there we are guys, at the theater. The artist tool is for sale here, of course the named rifle with perfect rifleman in there, but the rest is just trash if you ask me. M870 Express, same, way too low in core attributes, and the attributes critical hit chance with eyeless on there, no thank you. ACR SS, same, Ranger could be nice because we're shooting at a distance with a rifle, but the core attribute of rifle damage and the magazine size are not the attributes that you're looking for. Over to the Ceska gloves with 9.8% hazard protection already on there and 8.9% critical hit damage. This gives us the opportunity to roll the weapon damage to the 15% or even go for an armor core and optimize the rest. This could be a very nice buy for your crit hazard protection build. And then over to the Walker and Harris knee pads with 4.7% critical hit chance already on there, but then the status effect and the weapon damage is a bit too low if you ask me. Would love to see something else on the status effect. Over to the mods, 8.2% disrupt resistance, the 4.2% radius for your mine, the 4.1% shield health for your shield of course, the 8.1% speed for your firefly, and the 6% duration for your decoy. Let's head over to the DZs and see what they sell us this week. And there we are guys, at DZ East. The new reliable is for sale here, the named LMG with perfectly optimized on there, but the rest is just trash. Please leave it here. SR1, same, not great of buy, especially not for 101 DZ creds. The Negav, maxed out LMG damage, killer on there, and then of course damage to target out of cover already on there as the core attributes, so this gives us an opportunity to roll the critical hit damage away for some damage to armor and only optimize the damage to target out of cover to get this to god roll. This could be a decent buy. Then over to the Hunter's Fury mask with 10.9% weapon damage and 6.9% explosive resistance, not a great buy. Nego holster with 4.7% critical hit chance already on there, so if you're still looking for it, definitely pick it up. Roll a weapon damage to the max cap and only optimize that last 1.3% critical hit chance to get it to god roll. Over to the Empress mask with 4k armor generation and 10.3% skill haste. Could be a decent buy if you want to go for a skill build with some armor generation, then roll that skill haste away for some skill damage for example, and then optimize the rest. Over to the Richter and Kaiser holster with 16.1% repair skills and 7.2% headshot damage. Not a great combo if you ask me. Just like the mods, not great. Please buy them in the open world vendors, find them in the open world, or go even for the summit. Never buy them at the DZs. Next DZ, DZ South. And there we are, guys, at DZ South. The point man is for sale here, the named Gilligard chest with perfect Vanguard on there. And this could be a decent buy, especially with that 10.6% critical hit damage already on there in combo with the 120k armor. Roll it health away for whatever you think is necessary and optimize the rest. PP19 with maxed out critical hit chance, but that's it. The 9.4% SMG damage and the 8% magazine size isn't that great. Military AKM, too low to buy as well. Magnum, handgun, go for the open world. Backpack from Eclipse with 8.5% status effect already on there, so you could go for this backpack and optimize the last 1.5%. Or if you want to go for something else, definitely craft it because it has a skill core. You can god roll it yourself. Over to the True Patriot with 127.5k armor and 16.6% repair skills. It isn't a great buy if you ask me. If you want to go for the 127k armor, roll the repair skills away for whatever you think is necessary, but in my opinion it's a bit too low. Backpack from Wyvern with 9.9% critical hit damage, vigilance and 9.9% skill haste on there. Could be a decent buy. I don't know if you want to go for vigilance on a Wyvern, but if you want to go for it, roll that skill haste away for some skill damage. Could be a decent backpack. Over to the chest of Sokolov with 10.3% critical hit damage already on there, with unbreakable and 10.1% weapon damage. Roll that skill haste away for whatever you think is necessary, some crit chance or some armor regeneration for example, and you could have a nice vest with unbreakable for Sokolov. But then again, the 10.1% weapon damage is a bit too low, so it's gonna set you back in optimization points. Then over to the mods, you know my opinion, go for the open world vendors, or go for the summit. It's way too expensive in the DZs. Let's head over to our last DZ. And there we are, guys, last DZ, DZ West. The Sokolov named gloves, the firm handshake are for sale here with of course the 15% status effect, but the rest isn't that great with the weapon handling and only 11% weapon damage. Over to the Super 90, same, way too low to pick up. Resolute MK47 could be a decent buy if you want to combine Spike with this gun, then roll that health damage away for some damage to target out of cover for example, and optimize the rest. Glass from Eclipse with 7% skill damage on there, but if you don't want to go for the skill damage and of course have the blueprint always crafted, you can god roll it yourself. Knee pads from Hunter's Fury, trash with the 5.5% weapon handling. Over to the gloves of Hannah Yu with 10.3% critical hit damage already on there, so you can roll that health away for some skill damage for example. This could be a very nice addition for your skill damage build. Over to the knee pads of Ceska with 11.9% critical hit damage already on there with 3.8k armor regeneration, and then it doesn't really matter that there is only 5.9% weapon damage. Roll this to the max cap of weapon damage, or of course go for an armor core if you want to go for some PvP build. This could be a very nice buy. Over to the mods, and you know my opinion, always go for the open world vendors, go for the summit, but never buy them at the DZs. Let's head over to New York and see what the last two vendors sell us. And there we are, guys, at New York. The military G36 is for sale here, but it isn't a great buy. Infantry MG5, same, way too low in rolls and not loving the combo of critical hit damage and reformation. Tactical Super 90, too low in rolls as well. Military M9, handgun, go for the open world. Backpack of Wyvern, could be a lot better as well, not loving the combo of unstoppable force and that explosive resistance on there, especially not on a Wyvern. Wyvern gloves with repair skills and hazard protection, not a great combo. Mask of Murakami, 19% repair skills already on there, so you could roll that armor generation away for whatever you think is necessary. This could be a decent buy. Over to the mods, 8.5% skill duration, the 4.7% critical hit chance, the 6.1% healing for your mine, the 5% skill haste for your pulse, and the 6.4% duration for your sticky. Let's head over to our last vendor. And there we are, guys, last vendor of today at Roy. 6 MPXs for sale here with 15% SMG damage maxed out, measured already on there. So this gives us an opportunity to roll the accuracy away, for example, for some damage to target out of cover. You only have to optimize the critical hit chance to get it to god roll. Classic M60, not a great buy if you ask me. 1886 could be a lot better as well, not loving the low rifle damage with swap speed. PX4 Storm, handgun, go for the open world. Chest of Richter and Kaiser with 7.2% skill damage, 10.1% skill haste and Gunslinger on there. Gunslinger is not the talent that you're looking for on Richter and Kaiser, so if you want to go for this, roll the talent away for whatever you think is necessary. Knee pads of 511 could be a lot better as well, not loving the 2 yellow attributes. Over to the Araldi, too low to buy as well. Over to the last mods, guys. 16.6% repair skills, the 8.3% disrupt resistance, the 2 extra bombs for your drone, the 4.3% duration for your hive, and the 4% burn duration for your sticky. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today. This was the vendor reset of Tuesday. Of course, tomorrow I'm gonna close it up with the last vendor with Cassie Mendoza, and hopefully she sells us some good stuff as well. We cannot find that much of must buys. There are a few decent buys in this vendor reset, but again, hopefully tomorrow Cassie will make it even better. Hit me up in the comments down below what you think about this Gamescom the next few days. Are we going to see some Division 2 content or even a release of Heartland? I'm very, very curious, and hopefully we will see what the future of Division has in store for us. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribers button. And of course the notification bell. PurePrime out!